Had a loyal subscriber ask me to make a RaZe 7 Goku build. He wanted to play it again, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I always enjoy when you guys do that, request a certain deck or certain decks win the list of decks that I play. And I know that since Kiku been hit, people have been playing underrated decks, and I feel like at this point in the meta, well, not even a meta, just in the game, people just want to play their favorite decks. I mean, I think that's the thing where you have meta and you just got people going, I want to play my favorite deck.
All right, guys. So I'm not gonna be going through each card. I made many videos of this, but of course you have your red U7 Goku leader. Swings, draw a card. You burst one, draw one, discard one. If you have 7 or more red U7s, or if your life is at 4 or less, you draw one, flip it over. And on the front side, the back side of it, it's you draw one card, and you literally mill up to 3. You want to build up your sparking. You can't warp, and of course, just like the front, you can't warp. And then you add up to 1 mono red U7 card, sparking 20 to your hand, and negate his skill for the game. This leader particularly needs a Z leader. It needs support because it's such a great leader. All right, so we're gonna be really quick with this deck list because, like I said, I did multiple discussions of it. You got to run your 4 Android 17s head in the call. If you mill, you can play it. You burst one, you could draw one, or you could tap one to play it so you can build up your Z energy. You do have the 4 Ultimate Essence on Gohans. That way you can look up the top 5 cards from top of your deck and up to 1 RaZe U7. And of course, if you do a skillless RaZe U7 card, you get to draw 1 card off of it. So it goes back to that Vegeta Z battle card. Android 18 Stalwart Assistance. It's a 5K. You can use this to knock out 5K Unisons, and you can use it for combo. But it's literally a Gohan. You're searching for a Unison or energy costs of 4 or less RaZe U7. Next, you do have the Android 17's Universe Survival. This card is pretty threatening because it is a double strike and it's sparking 7. You have 5 more RaZe U7. You could play it, and you could add up to 1 mono RaZe U7 card and place the other cards at the bottom of your deck, which is really good because he is a double striker and he's good for Unison. So your opponent will most likely use their resources to get rid of it. We do run the 4 Golden Freezers, dual attack, sparking 7. Neg up to 1 card minus 15k, and you're just swinging, right? So these 2 are literally like the best 2 when it comes to the core of it. You have 4 Android 18s. The Android 18s you can negate from hand, or you can also discard 1 card and play 1 from the drop and negate it minus 15k. It is limit 1 on the minus 15 part, so just be aware. And it gets removed from game when you use it. We do have 4 Freezers, pretty simple, sparking 5. People will try to get you for crit early games. I always use these for defensive purposes because people will try and swing at you for like 20k crit. And next we do run the Son Goku Divine Presence. You want to play him on turn 3 because we don't run no Unisons in this build, but you want to be quick with it, right? When I say quick with it, is that you're not trying to stall out, you're just swinging. And he's also Sensu Bean. Your leader, your card, 1 card gets plus 5k for the turn. But basically, when this card attacks, you add up to 1 skillless, and you add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. But if you put 2 red battle cards in the combo area, you can tap 2 and play his. I love this design more than this one, but I get why this one's pretty hard. I was geeking out when that card first came out. They were expensive too. We do 3 SS Blue Vegeta Universe Survival. Deflect crit. You draw 1 card, you make something by 15k ignoring barrier, and if your spark continue, you play it. Anything that's heavy like this, you play on turn 3 to turn 4 because you have to keep your energy open for explosive dance. That's usually how this deck works. We run 3 SS Blue Vegetas Pure Blood Sparking. He's a dual attack. Of course, when you choose one of your opponent's battle card, negative by 20k, and if it reduce, well, he's dual attack, but if you reduce it to 0, he is a double strike on the 2nd turn. And you tap to play this card from hand. So you never want to rush playing that. We run 2 Kaiokens, next something 25k, ignoring barrier. And of course, you hard cast it. It wipes ended on the board as long as it doesn't have barrier. So this will be good against Gohanks. You're knocking out their 4 drops on the field. 2 Android 17s Rebel Reinforcements. You tap 2 to negate, and of course it'll let you search for a one. Not search. You can play up to a 1-drop Gohan from your 1-drop red card, right? And I'm saying U7 Gohan or Android 18, the 1-drop. We do Son Goku, Sign of Masteries. Negate by 15k is a counter plays, a 19 is 19k hitter. One thing that's cool, I like this card a lot for many reasons. Because a lot of stuff are 4-drop. A lot of 4-drops are being played by turn 1, turn 2. So you get to just hit it on the spot. And he's a 19k hitter. So definitely want to keep those in hand. We run 3 Son Goku Ultra Masteries. Sparking 20. This card tag, your opponent reveals their hand and they send 1 card to the drop. If they are 10 or more U7 cards, you neg all your opponent's battle cards by 35. Okay, so as long as they don't have barrier, you would be fine. And I think that's one of the cool things about this card too. So, all right, so I guess you would say 9 U7 stuff. We have SS Goten Hyperspeed Rush. Double strike when this card is played, draw 1. You can play this card from hand by 1 energy, you have 3 or more energy, and this card gives plus 5k power for the turn and choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, minus 20k for the turn. And of course you have the older brother here. You have Son Gohan defeating the demon. He's a unique double strike blocker. Reduce the cost of this card by the number of energy you have in your Z. So if you have what? 3 is a 1-drop, and he negs something by 20k for the turn. Like I said, you want to awaken with this particular build by turn 2. By turn 2 at least. Turn 3 if you just want to stall out. 4 explosive damage, I know what it does. Negate, and they have to send cards from the Z to equal to the total amount of the attacking card. We have 2 after image technique. This is specifically for Vegito. The SS4 Vegito, because yes, they lose minus 10k. I think it has barrier. If it doesn't, let me know. I don't remember. But regardless, you still get a plus 40k for that turn, so they have to use more cards for that. King Vegeta Imposing Presence. If you feel like late game, you always want to keep this card late game in hand, because that way they'll have to add more pressure when they're trying to attack. And of course, they have Testing the Oppositions, Negate Blocker, and then you have the GOAT, which is still one of my favorite red CRs next to Apex of Power. But play him. He can do a lot. You can blow up the field, your opponent crit a life, and you lose 1. Your opponent can also they place 1 card. Well, you place it. You place 1 card for your opponent's life in their drop. So he's such a big hitter, such a powerful card too. I really like that build. All right, so with Z, we run 2 of the final confrontations. Its main purpose is to reduce the energy cost of the 8-drop Goku. And of course, you get to withstand one of your rate U7 cards and gains blocker for the turn. But I mean, its main purpose is to play him for turn 3. So that's what it's main for. Really good stuff. And of course, we do play the Son Goku nonstop attack. You can if you have a raid battle card with 30k or more, and play reduce the cost of this Z card in Z deck by 1. So when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 30k power or less and KO it. And activate battle, choose one of your raid battle cards with 30k power or more and place it in his owner's drop. This card gets plus 9k power and double strike for the battle. So what you would do is you would swing, because you would swing, play this, and then pitch that and go into this and swing for another double strike to add pressure. And of course, you have Ultra Instinct Son Goku on Unthinking Onslaught. We ignore his ability because it works with Gohan, but he's a deflect barrier do attack, and he withstands at the end of the turn. You want to do Android 17 Impeccable Defense. Is a barrier and blocker. Now, if it's your opponent's turn, you can withstand him, which is pretty cool. But he's just a stall out because your opponent have to use resources. And that's what I learned about Android 17, is that he's a blocker barrier. They have to either hit over it or use a higher cost card that says ignoring barrier, get rid of it. Which they're going to waste resources on this because we're going to keep Explosive Dance in hand. We have SS4 Son Goku Defender Life. So we ignore the bottom part. But it is a deflect and it's double strike. So your opponent deals 1 damage, and you can place one. This gains barrier if you place them to 1 sand underneath it for the turn. Such a powerful card. And of course, we have Rush Attack SS Blue Vegeta, Deflect, Double Strike, and Barrier. You have 4 more Z energy. It gains plus 10k. Not only that, it can neg something on the field by 15k when it attacks. But he basically becomes a dual attack because you get to stand him. And like I said to you guys earlier, so if you swing with him and you come up a 5k card, you can also activate the auto. Where is it? You can activate the combo of Go Hunt, right? So let's say you would do 1, right? Combo drop, and then of course while Gohan's on the field, you gain a card. So really, really good stuff. Yes, sir. I want to be real quick with this deck list. And then we have 10 times Kamehameha Mighty Blast. Easy. Place 1 card on your Z. Remove this card from the game. Choose up to 1 of your cards, gain plus 15k for the battle. And now you can activate battle. You place 3 in the Z. You draw 1 card, and then you hit one of your opponent's cards, minus 20k power for the turn. And of course, we have the side deck. Now, we do run 3 baby unisons because when you play a slow matchup with this deck, because there are some slow decks. Like, for example, if you play anything blue, blue is pretty slow, right? You do baby, right? Tap 3, take 1, draw a card. If you hit the unison, they have to get rid of that card. Y'all know what it does. And of course, you take an ultimate or a secret rare, it gets rid of the card. We have Vidal. Minus 1 marker. Choose up 2 cards. He gets hit minus 2,000 or 20,000 for the turn. Next, we do Mine. King's Piccolo underlying. Definitely want to side this card against anything that's blue. You know, anything that's D magic, right? Next, we will run the King of Vegeta hitting Ambition because sparking is a thing and time magic is a real card. Anything that's sparking that make you take 1. Next we have Broadly Chrono Retribution, so that way we look at your opponent's hand. You definitely want to get rid of super combos or anything that tries to slow your attack style. We do have Shu, King Piccolo's underling. This is for the Pilaf because you know Pilaf is a card and we want to get rid of it. We have 1 Violent Raid. This is a deal with the heavy bidders. They are bidders, right? It's to get rid of the 8-drop Trunks. Not get rid of, but stop it from attacking you or their secret rare. And then you have the Beerus Ball to kind of play things could cost 4 or less. And, or 15 power or less. And then you have Roam the Gods Ultra Instinct. I sneak this card in sometimes because if it's your turn, you can make some by 30k. But the fact that you get to choose up to one of your, you draw 1 card, then you choose to one of your cards, gets plus 5k for the battle. So you can become very defensive.
Hey, that deck is to just aggro. You want to do turn 2. You want your opponent to use as much resources as possible. You want to at least mill at least twice. Because by the time you hit 7 cards in the drop, that at least be by turn 3. So you definitely want to be able to play the cards wisely, be cautious. But thank y'all, because I had a few people message me about RaZe 7 too. It's a popular deck, and it was a hype set at the time. But anyway, I'm MU7. Have a great day. And remember, the Lord loves you. Bye.
And this bitch going crazy.